Yeah, man. So I'm back. Part 3 on this motherfucker. And like I said, it's gonna be multiple of these because I got a lot of information, man. And I haven't been really doing videos too often lately, so I got a whole bunch of shit I've just been doing research on. So I'm just trying to just come back to back with all videos, all this information, because running out of time, man. The time we got left is very valuable and important, and the information need to get out there that is very important, man, for people to really take a halt, take a step back, and look at shit before they jump in head on into the shit that they trying to get us to do, acquiescing. So we got to stop, unconsciously accepting the bullshit that they feeding us, or trying to force feed us. So anyway, like I was saying though, it was said that the Department of Justice, the DOJ, is not the courts. And this random, I'm gonna be kind of all over the place right now. So go down here. Okay, so another thing I was gonna say, as far as the state of emergencies, we need to find out like our local emergencies in each county, the Emergency Management Council, Health and Safety Codes, County Board of Supervisors, and the City Council. So all of us need to find out those local emergency or committees in our own counties and states to start going into those meetings and shit, man, that they have, and start voicing our opinions and what we think about the shit, and come with some hard facts on their ass with paperwork and display it to them so they can't deny that we showed them that they seen it. They had no choice but to acknowledge that we showing facts on paperwork. So we need to start doing that type of shit. And for like us in Missouri, the governor, I went on this website, Governor, what the fuck is his name? Man, I forgot that motherfucking name. Thought I had it wrote down. I can't think of his name right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about if y'all in Kansas City. The Missouri State Emergency was terminated on May 15, 2020. Signed, here's his name, is right here. Signed by Michael L. Parson on March 13, 2020. This was the last update on the site, March 20th, 2020. That was the last update on this website as far as the Missouri State of Emergency, and it said it was terminated on May 15, 2020. Now, if y'all can go on Mike Parsons' website and find any reenactment of a state of emergency after the termination date of May 15, 2020, let me know. Let me know, because I didn't see it. I'll go back and check again. But so, and if that's the case, in Missouri, we are not in a state of emergency. They cannot try to enact any mandates. All right. So now, they're talking about charging people. So now they're talking about charging the unvaccinated through their health insurance. And I was just speaking on that, about the vaccine though. But now they saying, if you don't take the vaccine, you ain't gotta take it. It's your option, which really ain't an option, it's an ultimatum. You don't have to take it. You gotta take these tests though, every week or every 2 weeks or twice a week. And not only that, since you don't wanna take the vaccine, you putting my insurance on you at risk, or the rate's gonna go up higher because you're more at risk because of this pandemic. So now I gotta take it out, I gotta make your insurance higher. You gotta pay more insurance. I ain't talking about like $100 every check or some shit like that. Could be wrong with the numbers, but I heard that, I'm pretty sure, somewhere in one source. So y'all who still working and don't want to take that vaccine, you know you got religious stance to take on that and all the other stuff we've been talking about, so they cannot make you take that. And if so, if you don't want to take it, but you do want to stay on your job and you do want to go through with the testing, just know to start checking your insurance, because eventually they saying after the FDA actually passes by law legally, then that's when insurance shit. So I think they saying like in September they're gonna start trying to do that and make everything mandatory. So watch out for that. All right. So here's another thing. These are universal human rights. And I didn't write all in the detail on them, it's just the basics of every one, right? We got 30 basic human rights. Go look those up. We got 30 basic human rights. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights by the United Nations, signed December 10th, 1948. The universal human rights covers freedom of opinion, expression, thought, and religion. 30 basic human rights. According to the United Nations, all human beings are free and equal. No discrimination. Right to life. No slavery. No torture or inhumane treatment. Inhumane treatment. No torture or inhumane treatment. Same right to use of law. Equal before the law. Right to treated fair by court. No unfair detainment. No unfair detainment. Right to trial. Innocent until proven guilty. Right to privacy. Freedom to movement and residence. Freedom to movement and residence. And that goes deep, so go check that out, because they trying to stop travel and all that, and they can't legally do that. Right to asylum. Right to nationality. Rights to marry and have family. Rights to own things. Freedom of thought and religion. Freedom of opinion and expression. Right to assemble. Right to democracy. Right to social security. Right to work. You have the right to work. Right to rest and holiday. Rights of social service. Rights to education. Rights to cultural and art. Freedom around the world. Subject to law. Must be respected and protected by law. Must be respected and protected by law. These 30 human rights must be respected and protected by law. Law that protects human rights. The Bill of Rights, Chapter 2, Section 7-39 protects our 30 human rights. Period. The law that protects our human rights are the Bill of Rights, Chapter 2, look it up, the Bill of Rights, Chapter 2, Section 7-39 protects our rights, and it must be respected. All right, what else? Okay, so not only that, this furthermore ends to saying, we have unalienable rights. Unalienable rights. which means rights that cannot be taken or given away. See Fourth Amendment. We have unalienable rights that cannot be taken or given away. And then it says, see Fourth Amendment. So go check out the Fourth Amendment. Okay. This is another thing I want y'all to go check out too. This it's a guy called Scott Workman. He's a founder of the Friends of the Original Constitution. He has a lawsuit against the federal government and in a declaration of restoration. So the Declaration of Restoration that he's presenting July 6, 2021, every person will receive $100,000 after the money reset. This is after the lawsuit go through. He's saying every grown adult or every American will get $100,000 at least after the settlement. But this is called Friends of the Original Constitution. And like I said, they have a lawsuit of, I think it's $35 trillion lawsuit, or it's something like that. I'll come back to you with that because I got the video and all that. But go look up Scott Workman and the Friends of the Original Constitution. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna end this with this last thing, and then I'm gonna come back on some more stuff I wanted to talk about. But okay, so since we on the Constitution and all that, right? So let me read you this. So this say, in theory, in my Boobang Theory, right? This is my theory, right? So this say, all the things they're doing that we think is unlawful and we think goes against our civil rights and our human rights, right? What if the reason why they don't have to abide by or don't consider our rights or ignore our rights totally, what if they doing that because we have no rights? What if the rights that we was told we was given and the rights that we was told we have, what if those was taken away from us a long time ago without us even knowing, right? Listen to this. So, the Act of 1871. Listen to this. America instituted a second constitution that voided out the first constitution. The Act of 1871, America instituted a second constitution that voided out the first constitution with the change of one word. So, with the change of one word, America became a corporation. America, the corporation. They said America became a corporation in 1871. So, with the change they saying is this is the one word they changed. Instead of saying the Constitution for the United States of America, they changed it to the Constitution of the United States of America. So the two different words is for and of. The first original Constitution said the Constitution for the United States of America. The new Act 1871 Constitution says the Constitution of the United States of America. So that what made the difference in the change of the Constitution. supposedly. So, after the war, America was broke. And I guess they're talking about the British War, or, when we fought British or whatever, Britain or whatever. So I think it's got that down here, but I'll let you know. After the war, America was broke and sought out for a loan from the bankers. The bankers decided they wouldn't loan America money unless America becomes a corporation and allow the bankers to put in a central bank, and to ensure they would receive their money back. So the bankers decided they wouldn't loan America money unless America became a corporation and allowed them to put in a central bank, in which we have now, to ensure that they will receive their money back. This was done through the District of Columbia. The USA was first known as the Virginia Company. So they said that this was done through the District of Columbia, and the USA was first known as the Virginia Company, owned by the Paysor family, the 12 bloodlines and the 12 banks. And this could be debated, I don't know for facts, but I have heard it's 13 families and 13 banks. I think, I'm sure somewhere, then I hear it's 12 banks and 12 families. So I'm not sure of that. But what I have wrote down in the research I've done is say 12. So 12 families, 12 banks. And I get research and write all those family names down and shit and get them so I can share them with you too. But anyway, after this, they started the feds, and America had to start paying taxes. So after the 1871 Constitution was put in place, and America became a corporation owned by the 12 banks, they put in income taxes. They put the feds in and started income taxes. So now, the corporation, so now America is known, or is basically the corporation of the United States of America. So we are the corporation of the United States of America. We are a corporation. America is not living, so this is some information I got like from sources. So they say America is not living under the Constitution of the United States. We are functioning under the Fox Constitution of the District of Columbia, ran on something they call Maritime Law, Maritime Law. Maritime Law. Y'all can look that up too. I'm gonna have to do more research on that myself. Then it goes on to say America pays 20% of American tax dollars to the Crown every year. And if you don't know who the Crown is, go look that shit up. You might know, I mean, it's pretty obvious. This is hearing the word Crown. So anyway, America may still be owned by the England Bank. Okay. So, the 12 banks, I didn't get a chance to write all of them down, but I know they said they got JP Morgan on there, Goldman Sachs, Chase Bank, Barclays, HSBC, and the Deutsche Bank. Those are some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 of them. I try to get the rest of the banks. Then they say the French monarchy. If the one family trust from the Paysor family trust of $23 quadrillion The Paysor family has a family trust of $23 quadrillion. They said if that family trust was broke down, everyone in the world would get at least $242,000 each. And the Paysor family, they named Paysor means paymasters. Look that shit up. It's a place called Seed and Company. They say owns mostly everything in the world. I'm gonna do more research and come back with more information on that. I'm skimming through shit right now. I'm just trying to get some talking points out. So like I said, America was first known as the Virginia Company. America is owned by the Paysor family. The Act of 1871, like I said, instituted the Corporation of the United States of America, basically the District of Columbia. 12 bloodlines families, royal families. George Paysor, Daniel Paysor is part of the Paysor family. They are like the two head ones in the family now that's running the money and the business. The Rothschilds family is worth 500 trillion. So the Paysor family is worth 23 quadrillion, and the Rothschilds family is worth 500 trillion. Okay. So that's something to think about, man. So we might not be functioning under the United States Constitution, the original Constitution. So maybe that's the reason they can feel like they can violate our rights without no repercussions, or feel like they can do as they please without any legal actions taken on them. So that's something to think about, man. If we ain't functioning under regular constitutional law and we are considered a corporation, and from what I'm hearing, that we all are owned by this corporation, by our parents signing our name or signing their signature on our birth certificate, saying that they basically signed away their kids, us, to the government. I also heard that it's a way that your Social Security number accumulates lots of money. And it's a way that you can opt out of this shit some way. I need to find that out, and you'd be able to claim that money and get it. But from what I'm hearing, the lawsuits and things like that, the crime against humanity and everything else, and the whole financial reset, every person across the globe will get some financial money payback. So reimbursement. So everybody should get some type of reimbursement. And it's said that some people that get money in like bonds and shit like that,